It's gonna take crackerjack timing, Wang.
Total concentration. You ready, Jack?
I was born ready.
Welcome back to Thinking Critical. This is Wes, and today I'm reviewing Shifted number 4, which was funded via Kickstarter in 2018. Shifted is a series from Diamond Age Comics. Diamond Age is essentially a one-man show as Vasco Georgiev serves as the writer, artist, and publisher of his books. The coolest thing about Vasco's books is that when he creates his Kickstarter campaigns, the book is entirely finished and he's solely funding the printing and distribution. Georgiev has a passion for comics and surprisingly has only been creating for about 2 years. Vasco uses a very sharp animated style with his art. This book is aimed at teens and young adults and his visuals serve him well. It's a lot of fun to look at and you can see the potential is here for work at major publishers including Marvel and DC. I really like how the three main characters with powers look their coolest when using them. That's how you make the character pop and let the reader know something special is happening. Vasco uses a very pleasing color palette, and while I feel like his art has big 2 potential, I think his color work is already there. It might not suit grittier books, but it certainly has a place in series aimed at younger readers or with more hopeful settings. He's still growing as an artist, but he's not afraid to use non-standard layouts and angles in his illustrations. I personally feel like the artwork of Vasco Georgiev is the standout feature of the book, and I rate it 4 out of 5 overall. Shifted 4 is the 4th of a 5-issue miniseries, and Vasco does a good job welcoming in new readers who may have missed the first 3 issues. Main protagonist Duncan introduces himself and the 2 other time-displaced heroes, Ruben, or Ben, and Nuani. All 3 have developed their own unique abilities due to being shifted to the future. Duncan also informs the reader of another story wildcard, Johnny, who shot him earlier in the series, but saved all 3 of them in the last issue. The 3 heroes are from 3 different time periods. Duncan from our current time, Nani from ancient Egypt, and Ruben, who is from 70 years prior to the time of the series. Most of the character work in this book is done through friendly conversation, and here we learn that Rosa, who is helping the team, is actually Ben's granddaughter. We later learn that upon realizing his time displacement, Ruben went in search of his daughter, only to find she had died years earlier. As the book progresses, we learn a little bit more about the team's powers. Duncan can teleport, Nuani has super strength, and Ruben has the ability to see the past of a person or place. We also get a bit of insight into Nuani and her state of mind. Despite being shifted in time and being held prisoner, she still believes the goddess Isis is watching over her and her powers were bestowed by her and are a gift for good. It would be very easy for the character to lose faith, but she has a very positive outlook about her predicament and their powers. I really like the character work in this issue and I give it a 3.5 out of 5. The plot is pretty straightforward. After freeing Nuani from her captors, the team decides the easiest way to end their struggle is to take out Gideon, the high priest at the Alpha Temple, who has some mind control abilities. Although it is established, he can't mind control time-displaced characters. They decide that a celebration in 2 weeks will be the perfect cover and allow them time to plan. Later, we catch up with Johnny, the character who shot Duncan early in the series but saved him in the last issue while claiming he was being mind controlled. He starts investigating Gideon and learns that there are no records of him prior to his ascent in the Alpha Temple, something that seems impossible. At one point, he asks the research computer if he's ever searched for Gideon before and learns this is the 8th time he's performed the searches. Realizing he's susceptible to Gideon's mind control, he records directions for himself to discover later. The book ends as the 3 heroes attend the celebration and track down Johnny so they can finally confront Gideon and the temple. They are hopelessly outnumbered, and in the end, Gideon confronts them in the crowd. I like the plot overall, but it's mostly a transition from Act 2 to Act 3, and lacks stakes and action. I'll score a 2.5 out of 5 overall. Shifted is a really fun series, and issue 5 wrapped up late last year. I'm not certain Vasco will continue writing in the Shifted universe, but I hope he does, as he's done a wonderful job building it. If you see any future Kickstarter campaigns from Georgiev, you can be assured the project is already completed, and if you back it, you will receive everything you paid for. I've included links to the Diamond Age Comics website, as well as the Shifted comic Facebook, and Twitter in the video description. Of course, that's just my take. What's yours? Do you like the slick art style of Shifted? Are you looking forward to supporting future Kickstarter campaigns from Vasco Georgiev? Please let me know in the comments section.
This is gonna take crackerjack timing, Wang.
Total concentration. You ready, Jack?
I was born ready.